Hey man, welcome back to the Super Divorce YouTube, the Super Divorce Twitch, the Super Divorce Kilk. Nicholas Villar is here, aka Super Divorce, and tonight we are going to play the brand new Hideo Kojima game, Death Stranding 2 on the beach. It's been a while. Been a long time. I shouldn't have left you without a dope beat to step to step, step to step to step, step. What y'all know about that shit? Probably not much. Well, I was going to start this last night, and I didn't get home in time. I went to a rock and roll concert to see a band called Brand New. Some dipshit got thrown out for heckling. I didn't see it happen, but I read about it earlier today. I was kind of far back, so I didn't see that happen. But imagine that. Imagine paying for a ticket to go to a show just so you can talk shit incessantly and then get thrown out. I'm sure everyone was very impressed. Hello, Jess. Hello. Hello. Let me put my ear goggles on. They call them ear goggles. That's what they do. They call them ear goggles. I might have to tinker with the sound settings once I start the game up because I haven't done any streaming of my PlayStation in some time. Half-Life Scientist is here saying, Super Divorce, my goat! Well, thank you for that, whoever you are, Half-Life Scientist. Jordy says, hi, Super Divorce. Hi, Jordy. Cheers to you. Cheers to you, Jordy and Cy. All right, you know what? Let's fire this up. You know what I wanted to do? I wanted to sit down and watch like a full recap of DS1 because I haven't played it since it came out. I loved it, but it's one of those games I had to sink a lot of time into. It's not something I feel like you can go back and just play through casually. So I never played through it a second time. And I wanted to get caught up on the story, and then I failed to do that. Here we are. I hope they provide a little recap before the game begins. I think that will probably happen. I have to assume Kojima included that, but I guess we'll find out just here in a few seconds. I heard this is very good as well. Not that I put much stock into reviews and things these days, but I'm a fan of Kojima's. He's never done me wrong. So the beard's looking fancy, is it? Thanks. Fan of Fandoms 12 says peak. You're peak. Thanks. That's a peak comment, to call me peak. To come in here and call me peak is peak as far as chatting goes. It doesn't get much more peak than that. What else are you going to ask for as a streamer than to have people tell you that you're doing peak work? That's peak commentary. All right, let's try. And I'll be ready to adjust the volume as I need. We'll find out what we got to do here to lock it in. But probably, what do we think? That's just a little teaser taster. That's a little pleaser teaser to get us started. Heads up, I'm not going to comment too much when the cutscenes and shit are happening. I'm not, like, I don't want to hear people talk over top of that shit when I'm playing it the first time. If you're here, I'd imagine you haven't played it, you haven't seen it played yet. So if you're like, why isn't he saying anything? I want to hear this stuff. I'm not going to be babbling and blabbering over top of shit that's revelatory and significant. Charlie says, peak stream. Thanks, Charlie. Peak commentary from you. Peak of you to call it peak. Alright, select your preferred brightness. 5 is the recommended level. I guess let's just go with that. Why not? Boozer says, I love you, Super Divorce. I love you, Boozer. I love you very much for saying that. Bonus data found. The following content has been applied. Early unlock. Machine gun MP level 1. Bonus data found. The following content's been added. These items and equipment will become available as you progress through the game. A good amount of shit right there, isn't it? Bonus data found. The following content's been applied. Early unlock. Custom hologram quokka. And more! More items, battle skeleton, and so on and so forth. This is what I wanted right here. Death Stranding recap. Perfect. Absolutely fucking perfect. That's exactly what the fuck I wanted. So let's see and get ourselves back up to speed here, because it's been several years since I've played this. So let's just give it a look-see and see what happens here. Love you too, Fishboy Jr.
Remember me. That's right. It's Dead Man. The world, as you know, is in awful shape. And it's all because of the Death Stranding.
How's the mix here? How's the game volume? Let's try to lock it in early so we don't have to make a bunch of adjustments. I mean, it might get louder as we go on, but Fan of Phantom says, literally my first impression of you, you seem like an awesome person, man. I love you. Well, how nice of you. How nice. Another first timer. We got all these first timers. Wow. Look at this. The stream's popping off early, guys. It's fucking popping off. I wasn't expecting this at all. This is probably... Well, Jess, I would hope so. I love you too, though. I love you, Jess. That's my wife in the chat. Jessie. What's up, Sparrow? How's it going? Welcome, everybody, to celebrate this new Kojima game. Let's continue. Deadman's talking. That was Guillermo del Toro. Played Deadman.
The dead started to find their way into our midst, crossing over from the other side. We call these entities BTs, Beached Things. When they came into contact with the living, the result was instant annihilation. A void out, leaving nothing but a massive crater in its wake.
Okay. Okay, yeah. Sorry to ask, what is Death Stranding about? We're gonna take you right through. This is the recap. This will probably explain it to you much better than I could. So just follow along. What we got here so far is the dead started to find their way into our midst, crossing over from the other side, from death. They were called BTs, Beached Things, and when they came into contact with living things, the result was instant annihilation. Big booms happened. The void out, leaving nothing but a massive crater in its wake. Hey, Mario Denny's here. Says, I missed you, Super Divorce. Haven't watched you in a while, but I heard you were streaming again and hopped in. Well, welcome. Thank you for stopping by. I've been streaming regularly, Monday through Friday at 11 p.m. Every single Monday through Friday, except last night I wasn't here. I was at a rock and roll concert. But most of the time, if you just pop in, you don't even have to wait for an alert or a notification. Those are bullshit. They don't work. You can't rely on them. Just stop by. If you want to join the stream, just stop by 11 p.m. And I'm here usually by 5 to 10 after. We'll have the bouncing DVD Super Divorce logo going, and then I'll magically appear. Yeah, Jordy, Together We Divorce. Yeah, but I'm doing well. What songs did they play? They played a lot of songs. They played for a long time. Brand New did, for like probably over 2 hours, I think. All right, so let's continue here.
But that was only the beginning. Strange rain fell from the sky, rapidly aging everything it touched. A phenomenon we came to know as timefall. Structures would rust and collapse, and people grew old in an instant. The world transformed into something completely unrecognizable.
So you didn't want to get rained on in the world of Death Stranding, because like they said, it wasn't regular rain. It's called time fall. And let's say you walked out in the rain, you put your face up like this, and you look like me. If I let my face get time falled on, then I went and looked inside in a mirror, I would look like an old man. A lot older than I already do, guys. You know, some people would say that I'm already an old man. Some people would say that, and I say, okay, fair enough. Some people look at me and say, look, you're a boomer at nearly 40 years old. And I would say, well, that's fine, but the point I'm making here is that time fall would make me look like I was probably about 80. Okay, so you don't want to get time fall on your face or on your arms or hands, because then you have like old, withered old man hands and stuff. So, don't do that. Cam is here. Super Divorce is streaming. Let's go! Indeed, let's go. Let's continue finding out about what happened in Death Stranding 1. Oh, thanks, Fish Boy. Fishy Boy said I do not look old. Well, thanks. Thank you. I'm glad I don't look like an old fogey. I try to keep myself in decent physical condition. I have a semi-regular skincare routine. I'm not always up on it, but I do what I can.
Those who survived these changes came to fear both Timefall and BTs alike. They withdrew into the remaining cities, which in turn closed their doors to outsiders. People ceased to travel and stopped meeting in person. They grew distant from one another and became further isolated. The social, cultural, and political bonds between humans began to crumble.
Okay, so Deadman's telling us here, because of the time fall and the BTs, the beached things, which you can kind of think of as ghosts in some sense, people didn't want to deal with that. So they just they stayed indoors, they stayed in little bunkers, and they stopped meeting up in person. Really makes you harken back to the days of COVID. And what a bullshit fucking time that was, right? I'm sure you guys remember that. I'm not a boomer. Alright, well, you know what? That's fine. Excuse me. Charlie said, I honestly don't know what to say. But hello. Say whatever you want to. The chat down there is for you. It's your oyster. It's to be used however you see fit. Okay? Don't be shy. I'm not going to look down there and tell you guys, hey, stay on topic. Or, hey, you're not talking enough. Sometimes you might not want to talk. Sometimes when I'm playing this, I might not want to talk. I'm going to watch what's happening on screen. But if you want to chat, you chat. That's what you should say, is whatever you feel like saying down there. Oh, thank you. I am 39 years old. But I don't even feel like it's worth saying that anymore, because I'm going to be 40 in August. So I've already kind of come to terms with it. In my mind, I'm already 40. In my mind, I'm out of my 30s now. And I felt that way basically since I turned 39. It was like, my 30s are done. I don't want to tell people I'm in my 30s. You usually hear that and you think, oh, you're probably like 33, 34. It's over. It's over. This is like, it's the prequel to my 40s right now. It's like issue 0. So that's what's happening. But I appreciate you saying that I look handsome for someone my age. That's nice of you. Birthday is in August. Yes. So if you stick around, you know, we'll have a fun birthday stream coming up soon.
The Death Stranding was hastening humanity's extinction. Seeing this, Bridget Strand, the last president of the United States of America, founded Bridges, an organization committed to making America whole again and providing a future for all humankind.
Okay, so during the Death Stranding, humanity was kind of on the brink. Bridget Strand was the last president of the United States. She founded Bridges. This right there, you see it, Bridges. It's like a organization, a foundation, a group, if you will, and they were committed to making America whole again. Mawa. They were wearing Mawa hats in the world of Death Stranding. That was what she ran on. Make America whole again and providing a future for all mankind. Yeah, we'll almost certainly get a birthday stream. And what's my favorite horror game? I played almost exclusively horror games. This is kind of a break. You could consider this horror adjacent because it's dealing with kind of creepy things, and there are even parts of Metal Gear that had some horror elements to it. But I love Metal Gear. I saw that in the chat. I love Metal Gear. I love all of them. Number 5, V. That's my favorite one. And that may ruffle some feathers a bit, but as someone who's played all of them, I played them front to back. I started with Metal Gear 1, and I played through the entire series over the course of several months back before 5 came out. And 5 is my favorite. So that's my answer on Metal Gear. One of my favorite series of all time. But yeah, I've uploaded and streamed lots and lots of horror games. Almost 2,000 videos now we got on this channel. And a good portion of those videos are horror games. So if you're ever bored, just browse through my old uploads and you'll find plenty. Plenty, plenty, plenty. And what do I stream the most of? Lately, it's been kind of a mixed bag. Kind of all over the place. So, before this, I was playing a game called Chronicles of the Wolf that was kind of like a Castlevania, a throwback to Castlevania games, which I love. That was the previous game I was playing. But a lot of stuff. Lots and lots. Half-Life said I'll be 53 tomorrow and my kids post videos on my account. Really proud of them. Well, cool. 53 tomorrow. Well, happy birthday. Happy early birthday. Does that mean like 53 in about a half hour? At midnight when it rolls over, it'll be your birthday? Mario said that Half-Life's kids' videos are pretty great. Watch them last time they met in the super chat. That's cool. That's nice. Okay, my favorite character in Metal Gear, Venom. Venom Snake. Venom Snake is my favorite. And you should absolutely try Metal Gear. Start at the beginning. For best experience, start at the beginning and just go through the entire damn series. Just start there and go through it. I don't have any Metal Gear playthroughs, but I would like to do that at some point. We will do that at some point down the road. Maybe after this, maybe after Death Stranding 2, that'd be a good time to go back and continue celebrating Hideo Kojima.
However, Bridget died before she could realize this ambition. It was you, Sam, who took up her cause and resolved to see it through. Sam, the humble porter, who also possessed the unique powers of a repatriate. The one and only person who could save humanity. So with Bridget's Cupid in hand, and accompanied by the bridge baby Lou, you embarked on a journey across North America.
So there you see Sam, played by Norman Reedus, who you might recognize from Boondock Saints, from The Walking Dead, and other items. Sam Porter Bridges. My wife likes to call me Sam Porter Bridges when we go shopping, usually Christmas shopping at the mall. You start to accrue lots of bags, and you're carrying them around like teeter-tottering. Especially once you get that Yankee Candle bag full of Yankee candles, weighs about 50 pounds, pulling on one side. The other bag on your right is maybe full of clothes. So it's a bit unbalanced. And she's like, do you want to take some stuff back to the car so you don't have to be Sam Porter Bridges? And I say, no, I love being Sam Porter Bridges. I love doing that. It doesn't bother me. What bothers me is having to walk back to the car and then come back in. I don't like taking the car break to put things away. I'd rather just hoof it. Just keep piling on. That's what I'm saying. Wow, thanks, Fish Boy. $9.99 from Fish Boy. Fishy Boy said, Super Divorce, you're awesome. Please never stop. Well, I will continue as long as the good Lord allows me to do so. How about that? What's up, Sona? Sona's here in the chat. See, there's Jess saying that she hates it when I'm Sam Porter Bridges at the mall. But I won't stop doing that either. I will continue doing that. Okay, a Mr. Generosity. Did I miss Mr. Generosity? If I did, welcome. Okay. So Sam Porter Bridges, the humble porter, also possessed the unique powers of a repatriate, the one and only person who could save humanity, like the chosen one. So we set out with Baby Lou, Bridge Baby Lou, aka BB. You had BB attached to you in this little kind of small, sort of like, what would you call that? Like a little vat, almost, a vat that hooked into your suit to keep him safe and secure. And Bridge Baby would help you on your journey across North America.
Of course, you had struggles of your own, often phosmophobia, or the fear of being touched. The despair of having lost everything was just too much. But despite it all, you strive to bring people together.
$2 from Good Brother says, is this the Metal Gear with Daryl Snake? It is, in fact. It is. Confirmed.
By extending the chiral network across the length and breadth of the continent, you would enable the rebirth of the United States as the United Cities of America. You were also to rescue Bridget's daughter, Amelie, who had been taken captive by terrorists. These were the vital missions you were entrusted with, Sam.
Okay. So, and thank you, Good Brother, for $2. I appreciate you. Thank you for that. The concert was fantastic. Absolutely knocked it out of the park. They sounded amazing. Played for a long-ass time. Great show. Well worth the ticket price. Well worth driving to Columbus. To Kemba Live. Great atmosphere, great vibes, great crowd. Awesome. Okay, so we extended the chiral network across the length and breadth of the continent. We hooked people up. We allowed them to connect again. And we enabled the rebirth of the United States as the United Cities of America. And we rescued Bridget's daughter, Amelie, who had been taken captive by terrorists. And those were the missions that you did in Death Stranding 1.
We, your friends at Bridges, did everything we could to support your efforts. There was our director, Di Hardman, a close associate of Bridget, who was dedicated to fulfilling her final wishes. His commitment to American Reconstructionism was absolute, and for that he was named the first president of the UCA.
There he is, Di Hardman, a good guy. He looks a little scary, but don't be put off by the mask. He's a good dude. He did a good job.
And of course, Sam, the incomparable Deadman, yours truly. I'd like to think we became the best of friends. As you may recall, I was born from an artificial womb, and over the course of my life, was the recipient of numerous organ transplants. I've always got on with the dead. I used to be a coroner. Anyway, I pushed myself physically and mentally to help you and your BB, Lou.
So there's Deadman, the guy talking right now, the narrator for this recap. And yeah, he became a very good, trusted friend throughout Death Stranding 1. Said he used to be a coroner, born from an artificial womb, and he's a big helper.
Mama and Lochna were twin sisters, as you may remember. Skilled scientists who developed the Cupid, which was essential for chiral network expansion. A personal tragedy caused the two of them to grow apart. But they've since reconciled, with both their souls residing in the same body.
Margaret Qualley, I think is her name. You might recognize her from Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. She's also gone on to do some other big movies since then. But there you see, she had a twin. Now I guess they're in the same body. Both their souls reside in the same body now. Lochna and Mama. I need to turn up the game just a tad. Okay, I can do that. Thanks for letting me know. Let's try going to about right there and see how that is.
Hartman. Every 21 minutes his soul departs his physical form, and for 3 minutes his body is clinically dead. During this temporary death, his soul is sent to the beach. That's why he knows more about the beach and the Death Stranding than anyone else. His knowledge proved indispensable in the execution of your mission, Sam.
So do you get that? You get that about Hartman? They call him Hartman because every, 21 minutes, his heart stops. He has to lie down. He basically dies. He goes to the beach, which is kind of like the afterlife in this game. And then he's able to study the beach and then bring back what he's found about it to his physical form. And that's his shtick. All right, cool. Perfect
Fragile.
on the sound.
Leader of the private delivery outfit, Fragile Express. Exposure to timefall caused her entire body from the neck down to age significantly. It was the mark of a terrible betrayal. Higgs, a former comrade, used timefall as an instrument of torture, you see. To no surprise, Fragile was hell-bent on getting revenge. But after meeting you, Sam, she had a change of heart.
Is Hartman a hero? Is that what you're asking? If you're asking about Hartman, yeah, he's one of the good guys. He's able to pass along vital information about the beach to Sam Porter Bridges. Yeah. Let's see. So Fragile, there's Fragile over there. That's Fragile over that way. The lady there. Yeah, she was exposed to timefall. She got rained on. And so now from the neck down, she has aged significantly. She's like an old crinkled lady under her suit. Like she stayed out in the rain too long. She got all pruned up. And it's permanent. So it was the mark of a terrible betrayal. Higgs, a former comrade, used timefall as an instrument of torture, you see. Fragile was hell-bent on getting revenge. But after meeting Sam, she had a change of heart. She softened a bit.
As your friends, we would stop at nothing to see you succeed. But ultimately, crossing the continent was something you had to do on your own, with only Lou for company. And with no end to the forces that stood in opposition. Deadly BTs, unforgiving terrain and unpredictable weather, ruthless terrorists. The list goes on.
Let's say it was a shit show. It was a jackpot. Some people like to say that. It was a jackpot. We were in a jackpot in that first game. Very arduous task to go through and make it from city to city, damn city to damn city, to deliver this package and take this guy something and deliver a message to this person over here and then fight this guy. It was a big to-do. A big to-do. Why was she nude except for her head in the rain? I don't think she was nude. I think she might have just been... I don't remember exactly. But I'm pretty sure she wasn't nude. I think she might have just had on like regular street clothes, not taking the time fall into account. So it might not be the entire body. But you know, it's like if the time fall comes down and it gets on your shirt and it soaks through, it's still on your skin. It's not like it has to hit you directly. Like if I went out in time fall like this, I mean, it's going to hit my face and my arms first, but it's going to soak through my shirt and I'm going to be all old all over. Anywhere the water goes, then you get the time fall effect. So you got to be careful. Sparrow said, imagine if she had a one-night stand and the man was just so pissed that everything but her face is old. Well, I don't think she's the kind of girl who would have a one-night stand. I think she's the type of lady who would probably have to become close mentally and emotionally, and then maybe when she felt comfortable, she could reveal herself fully if she trusted the person enough. But well, then it would depend on the guy. If she had a one-night stand with Sam Porter Bridges, I think he'd understand. But, you know, some guys, if she say had a one-night stand with Dennis Reynolds from It's Always Sunny, then he'd probably make some off-color remark and probably leave, unfortunately. So it's going to depend on the guy that she decides to hook up with.
Without a doubt, your greatest enemy was Higgs. Convinced that humanity deserved to go extinct, he kidnapped Amelie and tried to torment you and countless others. But neither he nor anything else could stop you from achieving your goal.
So there's Higgs, voiced by the great Troy Baker, who you might know from The Last of Us. The only Last of Us, the original one. The only one that anyone needs to acknowledge. As Joel. And also in many other games. I mean, he's just one of the best in the world, but that's who played Higgs. Kind of the big bad of the first game.
The chiral network was finally completed. The bridge to the future was built, but your ordeal was not yet over. You had to learn the real nature of the Death Stranding. A secret that Amelie had kept hidden from us all this time. And a terrible truth you had to face. But you accepted this final revelation, Sam, and did what had to be done.
Big reveal of the first game.
America rose from the ashes as the UCA. And as the people celebrated your accomplishments, you carried out one final mission in secret. To save your BB, to save Lou. You removed the child from the pod that was their prison and began a new life together. And so it was that the two of you vanished without so much as a trace.
So there you go. So now we're fairly up to speed and we can get started now. A new game. How am I playing this? It's because I pre-ordered the Big Boy Deluxe version. And if you did that, you got early access. So that's how we're doing it. And with that, let's begin Death Stranding 2 on the beach. Let's try. What are we gonna play on here? You know what? Let's try Brutal. Let's jump right in on Brutal and see what happens. I'm no video games journalist. I'm not some kind of bitch. We're gonna start on Brutal. And it says it can be changed at any time via the options menu, so if I decide to be a bit of a puss, then I can always back out and take it down a notch. But I'm gonna try to stick with it on Brutal and be a big boy. Let's go. It is said that a person's birthday will indicate their path in life. Research has also shown that it can determine a person's experience of dooms. Enter your birthday and see what the future has in store. Why is it saying sunny? I think that, well, crap. Hold on. Hold on. I gotta do something now. Now I gotta do something. I think I'm not signed in. I'm not signed in. One of my sons has signed in. I'm not Sunny. That's not me. I need to log out. I could have just switched users, I guess. There. There's me. There's your boy Super Divorce, Nick Villars. That's me. And now let's go back, and it should be under the correct name. Game help is available for this game. Alright, so it's making me start over again here. Oh, Sonny tried to warn you that I was on his account. I didn't even realize it. Good catch from him. Too bad I didn't catch it. Alright, well. No big deal. Now. Brutal. Okay. And birthday. 8/16. August 16th. 1985. That's when I was born. Whilst dooms can afflict almost anyone, those born under constellations with a greater connection to the beach, including Cancer, Pisces, Cetus, and Delphinus, are said to be more susceptible to developing the condition. It is believed that such individuals are fated to walk a life path fraught with disquiet and turmoil. Delphinus? No, I thought it said Delphinus. Maybe it was Delphinus. Oh boy. Here we go. Momentous occasion. You don't often get a new Hideo Kojima game. Once there was an explosion. A bang that echoed around the world. A phenomenon known as the Death Stranding. Beached things, BTs, lost spirits of the dead, found their way into our midst. When they came into contact with the living, the result was instant annihilation. Boom. Since most could neither see nor sense BTs, people lived in fear of them, withdrawing from the outside world. Cities became isolated, and humanity crept towards extinction. To unite what was left of America, a porter named Sam forged a bond with a bridge baby, BB, called Lou, who possessed a special connection to the other side. Together they journeyed west across the continent, reconnecting the people through the chiral network. You could think of that like your fiber optics, or your Wi-Fi. But on the day that the United Cities of America celebrated the nation's rebirth, Sam and Lou vanished without a trace. Through UCA, officials attempted to track them down. The pair's whereabouts remain unknown. "11 months later. You've never seen me smile? I reserve my smiles for very special occasions. How about that?"
Me? I've always loved porters.
Me too, I love porter beers.
For freezing rain and biting wind. Across rivers, mountains, and endless deserts. They come to deliver something priceless. A glimpse of a life I've never known. They're my window. My sole connection to the outside world. And I know they'll be back again. Today.
-61.
Death Stranding 2 on the beach. I'll smile for that, how about? Because a new Hideo Kojima game. There you go. That's worthy of a smile. Ellie Fanning, or Elle. I mean, this looks like photorealism right here, guys. This is nuts, isn't it? Special appearance by George Miller of Mad Max, Road Warrior, Thunderdome, and all that shit. Nicholas Winding Refn, that's Hartman. Guillermo del Toro, that is Deadman. Tommy Earl Jenkins, that's what's his face? Die Hardman. Margaret Qualley, Mama, Elisa Young, Jung, and Lindsay Wagner. Jesse Corti. I don't know Jesse Corti. That's what we're looking at here. Is that Sam? Is that the porter himself? That looks like the porter himself. Oh, there's sweet little BB. There's Lou. There's Sam, Norman Reedus, the man. The man himself. Pretty much the man wherever he goes. Any game, any show, movie, if it's got Norman Reedus, he's probably going to be the best character. No matter what you're watching him in. Look at that. Woo, boy. That is beautiful. Good gosh.
Okay, time to head home.
And we're getting... So I'm kind of surprised. Ooh, look at me go. Look at me just moving the camera around and all this stuff. I mean, this is like... It's nuts that this is not a cutscene. Isn't it? So why was I surprised? I was surprised because I thought the game would start with like a 45-minute long cutscene before I ever got to control anything. But they're throwing us right in. L1. Hold it to view destination. Okay, that right there, huh? Okay, we can zoom in with R3, like that. And... jump to marker. How does that work? Jump to marker, I don't know. That's where we gotta go though. Proceed along the ridge. Just like this. Oh, careful. Alright, we're going over there. Woo, boy. He is a skilled adventurer. Is this Sam Porter Bridges. Oh, we can... How do you grip? Grip for balance. L2 and R2. Sound okay, guys? Still? We're doing alright with the sound? I hope. Finding a safe route. Tap L1 terrain scanner. These icons indicate terrain where it's easy to lose your footing. So just tap it like that. Ah, yes. Yes, we still got that going, huh? Got a blood bag here. Carry on back. In left or right hand. Aerial camera. Oh boy. Very cinematic. Volume's good, music is pretty good. Okay, cool. Fantastic, guys. Fantastic. All right, let's go back. Let's try to carry it on our back here. This looks safe enough. Okay. Cool. All right. Well, hopefully, like Sparrow brought up, hopefully the fact that I don't smile constantly doesn't bug anybody out. I've never been one of these super smiley guys, though. Let's put it on the back here. It's not because I'm having a bad time, I promise. Maybe I just have resting prick face. Could be something like that.
Before I can start.
Okay, hold to select ladder. Alright, the weapons and tools menu. Use this menu to quickly switch between weapons and tools. Select a category with R and use L1 and R1 to cycle through your options. Finally, press X to equip or use your chosen weapon. You don't have any weapons for this category. Select the category. There's the ladder. Equip. So I don't really know that I need this yet. I might in a minute, but... Oh, look at all those. Let's, how do I put it away? Do I need the ladder right now? Maybe to get around these guys? Oh, there's some up there, too. Look at all these damn... What are they? These are like, you would call these kind of like BT spiders. What's with the baby? The baby is, baby's called Lou. Oh, you put it away like that. Okay, that's what we'll do there. And the big reveal at the end of the first game was that Lou stands for, I think it was Louise. It's your little girl. Potential gatequake detected. What is this? Okay.
I feel that.
You hold R2 and L2 to center your balance.
Pretty damn shaky.
You have major arachnophobia? I used to. I've gotten... Oh!
Shaking pretty bad.
I've overcome my arachnophobia to an extent. I still don't like spiders a whole lot, but, you know, I'll... Oh! Let's check on Lou. We gotta soothe Lou. You gotta gently rock up and down to soothe Lou, like this. It's okay, Lou. It's alright. It's okay. There you go. See?
Let's go home and get you fed.
Alright. Let's go. This looks like a decent path right here. This game was $79.99. I see some strands up there. And where are we heading? Over there, that's it. Okay. Maybe we can follow these footsteps. I think they're trying to give us a little bit of a helping hand. Hideo Kojima was like, guys, follow these footsteps. I'm going to show you the way. I'm going to give you a good way over there. And we'll just kind of slide right on down here. Let's go around there. Maybe up here. Oh, be careful now. Careful, 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 careful. Okay, we're good. We're good now. Regain composure. What is this? What do we see over there? Some sort of abandoned shit? What is that? Capture. Cryptobiote acquired. Oh yeah, these things. Eating cryptobiotes will restore Sam's blood levels. To eat a cryptobiote that's in your possession, hold right on the D-pad to open the weapons tools menu, then select a cryptobiote from the consumables section and press X to eat it. I think I'm good on blood for now, so probably be okay. How many can I take? I guess a max of 3. Alright. Yeah, stuff like that, man. And, okay, right there. We're making our way. We're gonna get there. I mean, some of this terrain, the way it looks here, kind of reminds me of being, you know, up in the mountains of Afghanistan in Metal Gear Solid 5. And here comes some time fall. Dripping on the camera and everything. Perhaps we can use this path right here. This looks like a good path, I think. You never see me so excited? Well, you know, I play a lot of shitty games, actually. I've kind of backed myself into a corner with a lot of... And I'm not talking about all of them, okay? I've played some good stuff. But I play a lot of stinkers on this channel, let's be honest. Especially the uploads. So to actually come in here and play a carefully crafted, fantastic fucking game, you can bet your last piece of Oscar Mayer bologna that I'm going to be happy about it. So we should try to climb up here, huh? Sounds like Lou is getting a little testy. But I don't want to put Lou's face in all the time fall. Alright, let's just... Oh, be careful. Careful, Sam. Careful, Sam. What shitty games? I don't know. Sona, what do you think is the shittiest game that I've ever played? Or the shittiest game that you've seen me play, Sona? Sona's a veteran of the channel. She probably has an answer for you. I don't even know. Whoa, careful. Oh, look at that. Chiral crystals. Chiral crystals are made of a mysterious substance that becomes buoyant when assembled in bulk. Every 1,000 cg of chiral crystals that Sam carries will reduce his load by 1 kilograms. Well, I guess if you want your load decreased, you want to pick up lots of chiral crystals.
Damn. Not like the look of that.
Yeah, let's... Oh, careful, Sam. Oh! Get up! Get up! Oh, poor BB. Poor BB. Okay, these damn BT spiders. See, we had that blood bag, and it automatically starts to restore our blood levels, which is nice. Which is nice. You know that guy from the Regal Cinema commercials? Tries to do the Carl Spackler impression from Caddyshack. No good. Not good stuff at all. Good brother weighed in. What was that called? That was,
Fuck this.
Exactly right, fuck this. I've got it, I can look it up right here, because it won Turd of the Month in the Super Divorce Super Zine last month. It was, Game Vision's Arcade Hall. That was it. You see that? Turd of the Month. By the way, I produced my own zine. And I'm behind on issue 2. I'm sorry. I apologize. I'm a fledgling magazine publisher. That was just my very first issue. And Good Brother and Sona, I'm working on issue 2 right now. I'm not going to take your money and run away. Don't worry. But if you join the channel, you can get a monthly zine if you sign up at the zine level. If anyone's interested in that, go and check out the Join tab on YouTube. And I will send you a physical magazine that I put together myself. But Game Vision's Arcade Hall, that was one of the worst I think that I've ever played. There we are, that's where we're going. The one with like 666 games on it? No, it was the one that was just like, it was like a really awful arcade. That's all you did. You got to take the trash out, and then you got to play the shittiest arcade games that you've ever seen in your life. Not fun at all. No fun to be found anywhere in that game. Look it up. If you guys want to find, if you want to see me playing one of the shittiest games I ever played in my life, When this stream concludes, go and look up the Game Visions Arcade Hall upload on YouTube. Not good. Okay, so we need to probably use a ladder to get across, huh? Let's equip. I don't know if it's long enough. That's what she said. Place. They won't let me do it. R2 to place. It's not long enough. I don't know if I'll be swept away in the current or not. Maybe I should just give it a shot, please. Oh, no. Well, I wouldn't even consider... The little handheld that I played. We don't talk about that. That's a cursed item. We're not supposed to talk about that, Sona. Let's put that... Let's just put that away. Let's put our... Yeah, we're gonna put that damn ladder away. Tap the L2 to get your sprint going. Okay, we've made it. No deaths. Uh-oh. It's a fucking BT. A beach thing. Oh, several of them. Sam doesn't even give a shit. Look at him. BT doesn't care either. Walked right through him, no problem. What kind of abilities have we gained since the first game? Or look at that. Huh. Wow. What did Sam just do? He just made it all sunny and bright. He's a fucking badass. He can change the weather with a touch of his hand. Go, Sam, go, Mr. Porter Bridges. And look, then it goes back to shit. Back to the jackpot. Stream demonetized right now because that song's playing. It's over. It's over, chat.
Not bad, little porter. Not bad at all.
Oh, little porter. Hey, Jess, can I get that hand tat? Can I get Sam's hand tat? That's badass. Aw, that's cute. I'll smile at that.
Come on, open up.
He's a good dad. Look at him.
There you go.
Yoji Shinkawa, based as fuck. Absolutely based. Could that be fragile? Does she track me down? Oh, look at that. Look at that cute little rocker. Sparrow said get the tattoo. I might do that. Uh-oh. Going for something bigger. There we go. Stay put, Lou.
Who's there?
Ah, it's fragile. I knew it.
Who are you?
That's where he got grabbed up, I think, by a BT in the first game. Those handprints.
Fragile?
Were you cooking?
What are you doing here?
Because I'm free.
I've been looking for you.
Nothing's worrying me.
Oh yeah, an old stick and poke.
Wow. Lou's growing up fast.
Let's do it.
You two look good. Like a happy family. Here's a gift. The finest Carol printed diapers.
Chiral diapers, look at that.
How'd you track us down?
Your neighbor got hooked up to the Carol network. Service now extends to the whole region.
Fucking
I
neighbors.
let myself in with this. You can use Carol printers now too.
Guess it's time we thought about moving. Maybe further south. You know, I'm surprised you used the front door for once.
My jumping days are behind me. Overdoing it left me with some kind of syndrome. They call it jump shock.
You care for a drink?
Thank you, but no. I should get straight to the point.
Business, huh? I mean, for a moment there, I thought maybe you wanted to catch up.
I have a job for you. Take it, and that whole mess over how you left Bridges will be wiped from the record. You won't have to live in hiding anymore.
What about Lou?
That's a little more complicated. We're talking about a Bridges asset. You'll have to work it out.
They want Lou back.
Sam,
That's why it's
you
complicated.
brought America together.
That's what she meant by
How
Bridges
to be
asset.
reborn as the UCA. But I'm afraid that Death Stranding is far from over. Humanity is still in danger. Still on the brink of extinction. Don't act like you don't see it. A lot of things changed after you went off on your own. Especially within the UCA. Bridges no longer oversees the distribution network. They withdrew once things were up and running. So your friends and co-workers all went their separate ways. And that's not all. Die Hard Man is not the president of the UCA anymore.
Why not?
In case you're wondering who's handling distribution now, A Pass 4000 has revolutionized the whole process. It utilizes the Carol network to manage and carry out deliveries. Within network coverage, there's no need to rely on human porters anymore. And no need for Fragile Express, of course. So after I closed up shop, I went and started a new group. One that handles work in regions outside the UCA. We decided to call ourselves Drawbridge. And we still require the services of human porters that can work outside the network. Preferably ones with dooms who can sense BTs. Sam, I'm asking you to go to Mexico. To extend the Carol network to the south. Just like you did when you went out west.
You're asking, or is this coming from the UCA?
Both. The UCA came to Drawbridge, and now I'm coming to you. So, what do you say?
So, the UCA basically replaced all the human beings, all the old-fashioned porters, with bots, with robots, with AI systems. Just like real life. It's what's fucking happening right now, isn't it? Bunch of horse shit. But it looks like the bots can't quite do everything. So they had to go and find Quiet, look at me, I'm fucking, it's scrambled Kojima brain. Fragile, They had to go to Fragile and her new drawbridge group. And we're like, hey, can you help us connect down to Mexico? And she's like, well, maybe if I can go and get Sam Porter Bridges as well. Because they need my help because I'm the best in the business. So it's the old gunslinger coming out of retirement. He just wanted to run off into the distance, retire peacefully, but they need his help. And so here we are. One of my favorite motifs in all of literature and media. The guy who's kind of settled, and then someone has to come and pull him out of retirement. It never gets old. Never gets old, in my opinion. What's up with the neck hands? I don't remember the backstory to that, but it's like it's one of her shticks that she's got. People have like weird little knickknacks and things in this world. That's hers. That's her weird, let's just call it the weird knickknack of Fragile. She's got magic glove hands. Let's see, why me?
Seriously, why me?
There are several reasons I thought of you for this job. Deadman, for one. He's currently working at a lab in southern Mexico. I don't know the details, but the research they're conducting there is important. Very important. And there are certain things he'd like to tell you in person.
What a touch, by the way. What a touch to have little BB, little Lou, trying to grab at holographic Deadman. I mean, it may seem like nothing. It may seem just like throwaway. But to me, I see that and I'm like, Hideo gets it. That guy gets it. Okay. Any other reasons?
That was one reason. You got more?
I do. And this one's serious. There is some BT territory near that lab I mentioned. They monitor the chiralium levels, and recently, they've observed unusual activity. The cause is still unclear, but they seem to think there's a good chance a massive BT is headed their way.
That'd be like a boss fight, a
And
massive
if they're
BT.
right, then I want you there, ready to kill it before it kills them. Don't forget, Sam. You were the first person in the world to ever take out a BT.
Guess that makes sense. But something's still bugging me.
What?
All this talk about extending the network into Mexico. Isn't the UCA basically expanding their territory? Taking control? Claiming it for their own?
Sam, it's not like that. They're not trying to take over the world. They just want to link up new areas with the chiral network. Like the internet before the Stranding. Public infrastructure to connect people.
That's how they get you.
Which is why, instead of turning to an established government agency like Bridges, the UCA contracted a private organization like ours, who then decided to employ the services of a freelancer like yourself. So please, Sam, won't you help us out?
So they're like, don't worry, we're not taking over the world. We just want to hook people up. We just want to make them part of the network. We're not globalists. We're not being run by Klaus Schwab. Don't worry. Don't worry, it's nothing like that. We're not the Illuminati. We're not trying to take over. We're not trying to connect everyone so that we can monitor them and keep tabs on everybody in our centralized network. It's nothing like that. It's not like that at all, we promise. Oh, the guy who was president before that you trusted, he's gone now. Don't worry about that. The guy that we had take over of him is even more trustworthy. He's even better. Come on, Sam, do the job. You're helping out. That's what they're saying here. And I don't know if I believe it. I don't know if I trust them.
Chiralium contamination is severe. Some areas have it worse than anything you experienced back in the UCA. The timefall storms are growing more intense as well. And, as you can imagine, everything in their path is subject to temporal acceleration. Objects and structures degrade rapidly, while animals and humans grow old and frail in the blink of an eye.
There you go, that's what it does.
Timefall often precedes the appearance of BTs there too. So you should do everything you can to stay out of it as much as possible.
I'll try.
There are many other dangers, though. The rivers can flood in an instant, and earthquakes happen daily. Mexico has no shortage of beached things. Spirits of the dead washed up from the other side were stranded there just like everywhere else. Any human corpse that hasn't been properly disposed of will become a BT.
You gotta burn them.
And any living human that comes into contact with a BT will get dragged into the depths of the tar. Giant BTs can and will emerge from the tar as well. And if they succeed in consuming a living human being, they'll trigger a void out, destroying everything nearby in a massive explosion. Several Mexican cities were wiped off the map in this way. The survivors have since become divided and isolated. As most people cannot see BTs, they live in fear of them, and that fear has made them too terrified to venture outside.
If it makes humans and animals old, does that mean the plants will also die? Yes. They call it, what'd they just say there? What'd she say? She said the phenomenon's name. Temporal acceleration, that's what they call it. It basically speeds up time for anything that it drizzles down onto. I'm just curious to see what happens if I say I won't do it. Is that like the bad ending? And it's just like, boom, Death Stranding 2. A Hideo Kojima game. Try again next time. Let's see what happens. Why not?
Raindrops are falling on my head, and just like the guy's feet are too big for his head, nothing seems to fit. No raindrops are falling on my head.
Hey. Not bad, little porter. Not bad at all.
And I said I didn't like the way he got things done.
Okay, Lou. Time for some nom-noms.
Those raindrops are falling on my head. They keep falling. But there's one.
Okay, so that's their way of saying you fucked up. You didn't do the right thing. I'm kind of curious what happens if I refuse 2 times. Let's find out. There you go. So I guess it'll just keep looping. That's not really an option. You kind of need to do it. That's kind of how the game starts, I guess, is what Hideo's trying to tell me there.
Hey. Not bad, little porter. Not bad at all.
Is the whole thing an epidemic or a pandemic? I guess you could kind of look at it that way. Like a supernatural pandemic.
Okay, Lou. Time for some nom-noms.
No! No!
-61.
Ah, that was good. I love Kojima's sense of humor. Because that's exactly what was going through my mind. When it started zooming in on that, I was like, oh shit. They're gonna make me go back to the very beginning because I said no twice. Ah, well played, Hideo. Well played. Fantastic. Okay, so then you're left with no other option. I get it. Alright. Very nice. I like that. I'm very relieved, though, that they didn't actually make me go all the way through that initial phase again.
Yeah, all right.
So you'll do it?
Uh-huh. What about Lou, though? It's not like I can take my kid with me.
Oh, we had one of those for the boys. The little spiral.
Do this.
You drop the ball down in it.
Can you hold the fort for me while I'm gone? Play babysitter?
We're inside the network. There's a child care app I can use.
Look at that. That's cute.
It'll be fine. The lab is only a few days away. I promise he'll be back before you know it. Link up the region as you head south, and come home safe. We'll be waiting.
Cheers, Sam. Episode 1, Sam. Guess we're starting for real now. How does he do this? How does he make it so bright and sunny? Just lights up the room. Norm MacDonald had a nice joke about that, about lighting up the room.
Go on. Slide it on your thumb.
Like a ring?
Try sticking your thumb out, like you're giving me a like.
Speaking of likes, if you haven't liked this video, go ahead and give me a like. Just like we're about to do here. Activate ring terminal with the like. I'd appreciate it wherever you are.
Access your ring terminal to view the map. From here you can check order details, as well as the cargo for delivery. Now then, let's review the mission that you'll be undertaking on behalf of Drawbridge. Your destination is a research lab in southern Mexico. When you arrive, you'll need to use the Cupid to connect it to the chiral network. Chiral communication utilizes the beach, where time barely passes. Using the Cupid in conjunction with the delivery terminal will allow us to initiate a zero-time massive data transmission. But because of the distance, it's not feasible to head straight to the lab to establish a connection. You'll need to use the way stations to extend network coverage until you're close enough to get the lab online. Your first stop is C1, Ciudad Nuda del Norte. Bring them a delivery and welcome them into the network. Improper corpse disposal remains a serious problem in Mexico. With every additional corpse that spawns a BT, the risk of a void out grows even higher. C1 in particular is struggling to handle this issue. But once they're online, we can give them the technology they need to address the situation. Why don't you take a look at the cargo you're carrying by opening the menu?
Okay. Vivi says hi. Hi, Vivi. Hello. And yeah, I changed the layout. I thought... So I was going to point over here, and it's like, there's nothing there. There's nothing over there. I mean, there's stuff here, but you can't see it.
Why don't you take a look at the cargo you're carrying?
I'm going to. What? I keep wanting to call her Quiet. Her name's Fragile. She's not played by Stephanie Justin. Okay, let me just swizzle around. But yeah, I changed the layout because over here, I thought I want to do something to make the screen a little bit bigger, but also keep it within kind of the same motif, you know? So it's like I can extend that. There's a lot of dead space. That's a video game too. I wasn't trying to make a pun. It's just, the pun wouldn't even make sense. It's not even, that's not really a pun. I wasn't trying to reference the game when I said that. That's the point. Really, there was a bunch of dead space on the screen where nothing was happening. So I was like, let me find another Windows-esque thingamabobber that I can put around the gameplay, where more of the space here will be utilized. So that's why I did that. But thanks, I'm glad you like it. You know, so many people have just like the game full screen, and then your camera's like just right on top of the game. And I know that maybe having it this way will turn some people off because they're like, why isn't the game full screen? I want to see it full screen. Look, if you want to see it full screen, then you should play it yourself or look up a no commentary playthrough where it's just the game. But to me, it's like if you're watching a streamer like this right now, like I'm streaming right now, I think it's neat to have the entire game over there so you can see everything. Even though it's a little bit smaller, you can at least see it. You're not having anything obstructed by my mug just farted on top of it. So that's why I do it this way. And then of course we got the chat down there, you know, and then I don't have to tell you, hey, subscribe and like every 2 seconds, because even further down below the chat you can see it there. It's blinking, it's flashing. So it's useful, I think. It's a useful layout. Yeah, I remember you call your cat. I think you told me that before because that's where I went. I knew I was saying hello to a kitty cat when I said that. Hopefully it's not a cursed cat like in Chronicles of the Wolf. Okay, so we can zoom out here and have a look around. So we're trying to go down here. Ciudad Nudo del Norte. I know that if Jorphus were here, he'd probably be yelling at me for my horrible pronunciation. Our Argentinian family member here on the channel.
You can access useful information about your deliveries via your ring terminal. To review the cargo currently in your possession, select Cargo Management. This is the cargo you'll need to deliver. Be sure to get it to its destination in one piece. It's an excellent idea to place the most important cargo in your backpack.
Okay. So,
We've given you some additional equipment. It can be carried in pouches or in special hooks, just like cargo. All these weapons can be used to incapacitate humans without killing them. So there is no need to worry about causing a void out. Be sure to weigh your various options as you load up.
The old load up, load out. So if you're wondering about that, again, to reiterate, you want to use non-lethal weapons in this world because if you kill people, then you risk a void out. And you don't want to do that. You don't want to have a big BT beach explosion. I mean, that sounds like fun. Sounds like a 1950s kind of like da 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 da. It's a beach explosion, and everybody's surfing and drinking cocktails and whatnot. But it's not that kind of beach explosion. It's horrible. So you don't want that to happen. Now, so these are not carried, but I definitely want to carry that. And how much can I take with me? Like everything? I'll take it all and select it. Okay, place in backpack.
Return to the menu when everything looks good to go.
Yeah. There's a little mic clip or popping. Right now, the mic's popping and clipping. Or is it a constant popping, or is it only when I'm talking? Maybe I need to turn the mic down. That could be a possibility. Let me see if I turn it down some and see if the popping stops. Is it still popping and clipping and popping and popping and clipping? It still is. It's still doing it. Well, that's a son of a bitch. Only when I'm talking. Alright, let me know. Right now, is it happening? Is it happening when I'm speaking in a somewhat subdued tone like this right now? Is it still popping and popping and popping? Is it popping and popping and popping and popping right now as I speak with a softer tone? With a softer tone? Or is it just when I start saying things like this at a little bit higher level? Like that? Like when I get more excited and I start saying things like this? Whoop! What about when I say whoop, whoop, whoop? Is that causing a pop and a click and a click and a pop? Only a little? Some? Let's try and sort this out. Check, check, check. Check, 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 check. Check, check, check. And checking and checking and checking, and we're trying to eliminate pops and clips and pops. Pop, 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 pop. Pop, 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 pop. Did it just start, or has it been doing it the whole time? Is that better? How is that? Is that better, or is that better? Is it better? Now. I feel like I'm at the eye doctor's and I'm giving you the test. Which one do you like? Is it this one or this one? Do you like that one or that one? Which one looks better? This one or this one? How about this? It's doing it the whole time. You've just been ignoring it. Well, see, I don't want to have a bunch of horse shit popping and clippity clopping going on here. Because that's like Bush League shit. I don't like that. Sona's telling me to relax. Well, you know what? It's very unprofessional in a stream when a guy who's been doing this for some days, I've been doing this for a few days, and I don't like it when that kind of thing happens. So so I don't like it. I don't think it's good. I don't think it's a good look. Where's the mic? It's right here in front of me. It's right there. And I normally don't have popping and clipping problems. I don't think it has. I think it's something going on internally in the computer, in the software. I think my computer is trying to pull a prank on me. That's what it seems like. So I might. I mean, is it still doing it right now? Even right now? Right now, it's still popping. Because if this ever happens in the future, I want you to tell me immediately. The whole time. You couldn't tell in the beginning if it was my mic or the rain in the game. Oh boy. That's awful. Oh man. That sucks. I'm sorry to put you through that. I hate popping noises in videos. Because, like I said, it's total Bush League shit. It should not happen. No, I don't think there's dust. It's like I pretty much keep the mic in about the same spot every time. And I've got the settings. I don't really swizzle with the settings too much. So I think that there's something happening internally. I think there's something happening inside the computer that's causing this to happen. And I don't like it. And now I'm butthurt. Yep.
Finally, before heading out, make sure to plot your delivery route. Return to the map.
Let's look at the corpus. In the corpus, you can review the story so far, examine terminology, check the controls, and browse gameplay tips. The corpus is divided into various tabs. Use L1 and R1 to cycle betwixt them. Okay. So we got the story. We know all this. That's what we've been watching. Been watching that. Been watching that. We've got entries about all the different people here. And I mean, we could spend all night just reading through all this stuff because it's all lore. Kind of like a codex in some games. Let's mark these off. In case you were wondering, Fragile had mentioned jump shock. She was suffering from jump shock. It's a syndrome caused by performing repeated jumps to the beach. You jump to the beach. While it is clear that the syndrome is brought about by the accumulated strain that multiple jumps place on the body, the exact causes are unknown, and no treatment has yet been developed. It is still possible to perform jumps while suffering from the syndrome, but doing so puts one's life at risk. Jumping to the beach, kind of like jumping to the afterlife. You only hear it when I make P, T, B, C, O, and M sounds. I mean, that shouldn't be happening. That shouldn't be happening at all. Because that doesn't happen most of the time. It's not like I always have that problem. And that's what makes it horse shit. All this stuff, just basics of gameplay. No, it's not a tube mic. Okay, that's all that stuff in the corpus. And, okay.
See your destination? There's a river you'll need to cross to get there. There are bandits in the area too. Armed groups that have attacked borders in the past. Think about what route you might take from your current location.
It's the Audio Technica AT2020 to be exact. Plotting delivery routes. Hold the square to start drawing a route. Try drawing a route all the way to your destination. See, I'm worried now that I'm gonna sound too quiet as I move it further and further away to avoid this popping. Okay, let's place a marker. From Sam's shelter. Place marker. Draw route.
Commencing route creation.
Well, there you go. Okay, we got it.
Delivery route finalized.
Finalized. Okay. And then what do we do? Just get out of this by doing the thing again, or just like oh, maybe we have to go here first. Was that it?
Commencing
Is that the
route
thing?
creation. Delivery route finalized.
Oh no, here. Let's try that.
Commencing route creation.
No, not end route here. Let's
Delivery
undo.
route
Just
finalized.
undo. That's the bandit base at the old border. And that's just a point of interest. All markers removed. I thought they wanted me to take it here.
Commencing route creation. Delivery route finalized.
Okay. So good, right? I don't think we have any sort of issues with that, Sparrow. It was just working. Like when I streamed a couple days ago, we didn't have this problem. And it was in the same place with the same exact settings. So I don't think that's what's going on. This happens from time to time. And it's usually the fact that my computer needs restarted. I think that's what's going on. I might test it out here in a minute. If I can figure out what the shit they want me to do. Main order. Okay. We've supposedly plotted the route down there. Okay. Switch map. What? Okay, I'm all done. Nope, not that. That's not it. No, no change in temp. Like, what do you want me to do? Plot a route. There it is. Do I need to go here?
Commencing route creation.
Undo.
Delivery route finalized.
I don't get it, guys. What am I missing? What's going on here? Why won't they let me leave this screen right here? There's Sam. Okay. Remove the marker. Why can't I get out of here? Like what's going on? Look, what does it say? Plot a route. That's what I'm trying to do, and it's not letting me get through this. Plot a route. I mean, here, look, it's like, boop. Go down here. Okay. Place it. Draw route.
Commencing route creation.
Please move to the destination. And then look, they're showing me just right here. Bam. Boom, right over there. That's where it's supposed to go. Right there. Just waiting. Just waiting for him to say, okay, that's it. Hold on, let me try something. Maybe it has to go custom marker and then another custom marker. Remove. Place marker. A. B. So I've got custom marker A, custom marker B.
Commencing route creation.
Maybe once I set A, then I can take it to B. End route here. Let's try that.
When you plot a route on the map,
Okay, thank
you'll see
you.
what hazards
Finally.
you may run into along the way. You can face these challenges head on, or try to find a way around them. How you get to your destination is up to you, but think it over before getting underway.
Yes, okay. Well, it was confusing because they're like just shooting me directly at this. It was like, do you want me to interact with this first? I guess you did, but then you should have it going bam, bam, like that. Alright. Close. There we go. Now I see it, yes. Now we got it.
Latest model, Cupid. Just completed. We decided to put a hold on network expansion until it was ready to go. Like last time, you'll be using it to welcome people into a whole new world. It won't be any harder than before either. The Chiral network terminals are ready and waiting. Bridges saw to that. Emily's expedition split into two groups midway. The first continued west, while the second cut south into Mexico. But again, they were only able to lay the groundwork. Until you bring those terminals online with the Cupid, the network can't grow. Hungry?
No.
No more baby food for you.
Let you get fragile any trouble, I'm gone. Don't you break my kid.
Now who wants to eat?
Send the chiral network to the research lab. Okay. Well, you know what I'm gonna do before I do that? System. Save. New save data. Manual save, just like that. And, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna restart my fucking computer. I'm gonna restart it, and I'm going to restart the stream. And maybe you think that that's overkill, but I gotta do it. I gotta see. I'm gonna check it out before I restart the stream, and I'm gonna make sure that the audio is functioning properly. Because I'm not gonna get on here and be a Joe Schmohawk boy playing Death Stranding 2. It's just not gonna happen. I can't stand for that. So I'll be back soon. Okay? So keep an eye out. Refresh in about 5 to 10 minutes, and hopefully we'll be back online, pop and clack free. All right? Don't worry, Sona. It won't be too long. I'll be back. All right? Don't worry. BRB, and we'll continue because I at least want to get through this part here. Okay?